All right.
Brother,
So,
met me.
first of all, thanks for being on here. Appreciate it, man.
No worries, no worries.
Um, where are you from? I know you said you're in New Zealand time.
Yes, I'm born in New Zealand and I live in New Zealand and I've lived in New Zealand all my life.
Yeah. Do you like it up there?
It's not too bad. It's just when we're in summer right now. Well, close to the end of summer,
Right.
so we're
Uh,
just hitting the last few months of it.
what's the rap scene like up there?
It's not as like we've had rappers in the past, Kiwi rappers that have made it big. Like we've had David Dallas, we've had Scribe, um, but we haven't had any decent rappers for a while until I've come along.
Yeah. I mean, when did you decide to start doing it?
I mean, I started when I was at like 5 years of age, basically, because my brother and he caught me in the moment and he said, bro, like, you want to keep going with this, keep going because you've got the passion for it. You're born for this. You've got the blood for it. You've got the motion for it. And don't let anyone judge you for it because one day, sooner or later, the world's going to be screwed up in its own right. And he is right. But here I am just blowing up.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
big thing, man. I feel like you just got to keep going with it, you know?
I mean, I stopped for a bit because of my abusive stepfather, which that is just not even close to what happened. But he just stopped me from doing it. Like even though I had a choice, but he just stopped me completely. So just last year, I thought, oh well, because I was going through a lot again, and I thought I needed to find a way to release some of my venting and anger,
Right.
and I thought I turned to rapping for a bit, and it just went. I just went from there
Yeah.
with
Uh,
it.
I mean, where did you come up with Rap God King though? Where did that name come from? I know there's a song by Eminem called Rap God, and I didn't know if you took, influence from that.
I mean, I basically wanted a name that would be bold and accurate and put myself out there. And I know there's Eminem's Rap God, but I thought, well, he hasn't. There's no rapper named Rap God King, so I thought I'd take that name. My first name was Rap King at first when I first started, but now it's Rap God King because
You
it
just want to
sounds
take it
more.
to another level.
I just want to take, yeah, I just want to take it to a new level.
It grabs your attention too. I love it.
It does, and it really, and that name really glows in the flow that I have got. Like, I don't think there's many people out there that have noticed this, but when I first started rapping, my flow used to be just straight on mental health and lyrical. Now I've took that and I've taught cloud rap and just put it both together to make one big change. I've involved it. It's new thing, and you can be honest, or you can say you can agree or disagree, but you name one rapper that has made done lyrical rap with and then mixed it in with cloud rap.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you're definitely doing something different, man. I like it. I got one of your shirts on right now, actually.
Oh yes, I love it. I love when people wear my shirts. Like someone messaged me on my Instagram saying, oh, I saw three people in town today wearing your shirt. I'm like, oh my god, yes.
Yeah. Do you make your own beats, or is it like you have people send them to you, or what is it?
At the moment, like I do use beats of YouTube. Like I know people are saying that you can't really use them because of the copyrights, but there
Right.
is no copyrights because people put them up there for a reason to use. And if like the beats I'm using, if they're not even a song actually made into a song with no copyrights, then therefore I can use them. Like when I did Prototype, made that into a freestyle. no one has ever done that, made that into a song. So every beat I find has not been turned into a song. So I just use it as a freestyle. But half of them I'd love to actually turn into an actual song.
Right. I know you can find certain ones that are just not copyrighted, or you can ask the content creator and they'll just give you permission or whatever, you know?
Okay, exactly.
Have you played any live shows?
I not yet, but I would love to. I really love to get out and do meet and greets and start getting out there.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I think I just gonna focus on my next two albums, and then I think I might start like doing meet and greets
Yeah.
and live shows, because once I've done the next two installments, I'm gonna sit down and just relax for a bit and actually start writing lyrics and stuff like that. And then behind that, I'll just get out every so often and do hit up on Instagram saying, look, I'm doing meet and greets in New Zealand, and this is where I'm gonna be.
I
So
think
I
it'd be
just
a good gauge, though. It'd be a good gauge to see like who likes you, who doesn't, and you know, like where you're at with your fans. You know.
exactly, and also it will like make my eyes open to who's a true fan, who's a fake, who's a true believer, who's a hater, who's gonna judge, who's not gonna judge.
Right. Who's with you? You know.
Yeah, who's with me or not.
Who would you say is your biggest influence as a rapper?
Oh God, I have so many. But my main one would be, because I had the same flow and the same emotion and anger, I'd have to definitely go with rappers like B Mike, NF. He's a big one. Like he's like, I love his songs because his flow and his emotion is similar to what I throw out in my songs. So it's very similar, but just different style.
It's definitely a vibe. I found you on TikTok actually, and I thought it was interesting because I never saw anybody like rapping on TikTok before. And I don't know what
Okay,
made you decide to use TikTok as a platform.
um, I started just posting on Instagram, and until one of my fans last year say, "Hey, look, bro, I love your rips and stuff, but here's a tip. Have you heard of that new app TikTok?" I said, "No." I texted him saying, "No, man, I don't even know nothing about it." I said, "What's that?" It's like, it's basically like Instagram, but like you just upload, like record your videos and upload them and stuff like that. It's basically the similar. I was like, oh, so I downloaded it and just see what it's like.
Yeah,
And
why
I
not though? Why not? You know, I mean, it's just another platform. You might as well.
and like I was looking on Google, like little Nas that I was looking up, and that's how he became famous. It's like, whoa. So there's a lot of people out there that have jumped on TikTok and instantly, like, few months later, that like they're making money. They're out there.
Right.
So it's it's another way of getting yourself. Basically, the way I said is it's another way of getting yourself known, putting yourself out there, and engaging in what people out there would take you as a person and what you're capable of.
Yeah, man. Like I even with our podcast, we try to get on as many platforms as we can just to reach as many people as possible. So, I mean, are all your videos on TikTok like freestyle, or do you do anything from your songs? Or
Freestyle at the moment, but like I am going to try and edit. Like I'm in the process of like, because I've got my own apartment, I'm gonna try and set up like my own studio, like
yeah,
my own sound booth, like with a mic, headphones, computer, and then try and find a software I can make my own beats, other than um.
instead of taking them right off of YouTube or whatever, you know.
Because, but I wouldn't suggest, for myself personally, I wouldn't suggest using the one that you have on Mac. What's it called? GarageBand. I will not use
Yeah,
GarageBand because I hate using it because they don't have like the beats I would really want to make. Like that. Am
I've
I
never
allowed to?
used
Am I
GarageBand. I
allowed
know a
to
lot of
swear on
people
the
like it though.
podcast? Am I allowed to swear on the podcast?
Yeah, you're allowed to say whatever you want, man.
Um, it's fucking shit, bro. It's literally shit. I went to a free studio in Hamilton, we're in New Zealand, and it's free, but the computers that they use is obviously shit Apple
Right.
Macs. And they have GarageBand, and I was like, fuck this.
I
No,
think
hold on.
GarageBand's only on Mac.
And say, hey, look, can I, if I bring my own bed in, can I use it? And she goes, yes, if you bring it on USB, you can use it. Sweet. So the last 2 weeks, I've been trying to get in there with a USB and doing it. I went in like last week before my fucking apartment got robbed. And you went onto USB, but the fucking computers, man, they just they gave me a good pin code, and I was like, yep. See, it wouldn't work. I did it 3 times, and it wouldn't in fact let me log in. I'm like, oh fuck you, fuck, screw this. And plus, I had some dude freaking staring at me as soon as I sat down. I'm like, fuck you, the hell are you looking at? It's like everyone's got a problem, so I'm just like, oh fuck this, I'll leave.
Right. Your apartment got
So,
robbed?
yeah, man. So that Friday, I was hanging out with some mates, and I won't get to that part. But I was hanging out with my my mate's brother, which I went to his place his dad's place on Saturday for a few drinks. I was drunk. I was drunk. I was stoned. I was literally stoned. Um, I was fucking totaled. I came home that Sunday morning because my other mate was freaking raging at me because I was hitting on his partner. Like, dude, hold up. Back the fuck up. I hardly talk to your partner. I didn't say shit to your partner. So get fucked. But like, I was like, I woke up that Sunday morning, half fucking wasted, half stoned. I'm like, fuck it, I'm catching the bus home. Walk all the way to the fucking bus, called home, and I walked in my apartment, and my house was robbed. Like, my PS4 was gone. Half of my clothes are gone. My freaking $2, my gym shoes that are worth like $200 gone.
That sucks.
Bro, and yet they still haven't found the cunt that stole my PS4. I'm just like, fuck.
Right. What kind of feedback do you get on TikTok? Do you like take a lot of it to heart, or is it all goofy shit? Or
I get it. Like, I get a lot of. It's a bit. It's a mixed baggage. I get a lot of bad and good. But for me, I'll take on more of the good than the fucking haters bullshit. Like, okay, yeah, they can say their shit and I'll take it on board, but then I'll use that to my motivational goal and change it to positive. I used to be that person where I'll take it to heart and I'll too much, and I'll just fall into depression. But now that I've dropped prototype, I think for me now is I ignore, and I've started ever since that dropped. I've been ignoring the hate. I'll take it on board, but I'll just basically just use it as my motivation, and
yeah,
that's how I'm going. I'm staying strong because
I feel like you can take it either way. You can just use it as fuel if you want to, you know?
exactly. It's like I don't know if you heard one of my rants where I will go, I have 4 gasoline tanks, I have 4 nuts tanks ready to go, ready to blow. That what I say in those two, what I mean by that is that's the fuel that the haters are giving me. They're giving me the gas, they're giving me the nitrous to keep going, to
Yeah.
go full speed on 95 highway. That's basically what I'm talking about in those lyrics.
I mean, you want to prove them wrong, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I want to prove my principle. I want to prove my principal wrong because he expelled me for bullshit reasons. And I said and his last words were saying, "You're not gonna get far without an education." I literally lost because I was a rebel back then. I didn't give a fuck. I smashed his computer over his head, and I smashed his desk over on his head. Do not ever say that to me again, because I'm gonna come back stronger. I'm gonna prove you wrong. And look at him now. Look at me now. I fucking damn proved him wrong.
Yeah. Do you have any beef with like other TikTok rappers? Because I know that there's other ones out there.
I don't get like, okay, it's alright for bigger rappers like Eminem to deal with beef with other rappers, but like for me, I'm trying to be more like that peacemaker where it just keeps the peace, keeps quiet, and just does his own thing, and that's basically what I'm doing. All these rappers can come up with their beef and stuff, but not necessarily I'm going to reply because I can't be bothered, because it's just going to cause more emotion, more freaking bullcrap that I don't need.
Right.
So my advice is I'm just keeping to myself. That way I know I'm not going to get fucking, because okay, it's right for them to beef with me, but if as soon as I reply, I know what's going to happen. The hate's going to come along, and it's going to be a lot of it.
Yeah, people are gonna hop right on.
They're going to hop right on, and then, oh, look at this dude. Oh, you suck at rapping. Oh, he's better than you. Oh. And it's like, really?
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna sit back and laugh because they're gonna turn around and say, right, okay, well, has he dropped his first EP? No, well then there you go. There's your answer. I'm verified with Spotify, Apple Music,
I
and
saw that.
YouTube.
I didn't realize you were on Spotify. I just checked that earlier, and I listened to a couple of songs. What's your plan like as far as like, are you gonna drop a full length?
I'm working on another 5-song album, and then I'm working on a 11 to 12 album. So the one that I'm working on now is going to only be 5. That's almost completed. I did send the vocals with the beat to the producer, but I have to redo those because it didn't work out too well. So I'm just going to send the vocals. But my full-length album, well, I've already got one song done. I just need to do another 10-song vocals, and then the producer will just put all the beats together, and then that's ready to go.
Right. I mean, do you record a lot of it yourself, or do you just go to someone who helps you out with it, or what?
Most of my freestyles I've recorded by myself.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just wanted to talk to you for a couple minutes and let our fans sort of get a feel for who you are. I don't know. I can't wait to see what you do next. Honestly, I like when someone goes for something because that's kind of what we're doing. We're just doing it no matter what people think, and
Exactly.
that's the vibe.
The way I said is like, you do what you're doing, you do you, and who gives a fuck what other people think or say?
Someone's gonna like it.
It's not them doing it, it's you.
Right. Yeah, man. So where can people find you to listen? And I know you're on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify.
Apple Music, I'm on also, and I'm also on YouTube as well. So if you search out my name on Spotify, on YouTube, I'll pop up as well. So yeah, I'm
All right, man.
basically everywhere.
Cool. All right. Well, we really appreciate it, man. Hopefully, we'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah, man. Can I request that favor?
Yeah.
Can you send me this podcast so that I can share it onto my Instagram so my fans can take a listen?
Yeah, I'll post this interview as a standalone thing.
Yep.
All right. And I'll
Cool,
send
man.
it to you.
Thank you. Glad to talk with you. I hope to talk with you again.
No problem, man. I'll post all your social media and stuff like that in the info section and stuff like that.
Cool, man. All right. You take care, man, and you have a wonderful good night over there.
You too, brother. Thanks for being here.
No worries.